Hello, how are you? It is a beautiful day in Texas, and I wanted to talk to you about living life beyond the simple sentence. Now, we know that a paragraph can be pretty mundane, using only simple sentences or even compound sentences, so we often add phrases to our paragraphs to add a little variety. Well, I want to share with you a sentence that I wrote for a work of mine that I actually entered into a competition, and it's just ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous. Y'all listen to this. Grabbing her coffee and taking another swaying sip, her mind shifted back to the day her daddy left her mama and left her family. Well, my subject was mind, and we know that a mind cannot grab a cup of coffee or take another swaying sip. That was so humbling, y'all. So humbling. One thing I have learned is that no matter how much I've written or how much I write, I am a forever grammar student, forever. But phrases are good because they change things up for the reader, but as the writer, we have to be careful how we use them to make sure we use them correctly so that we don't end up having to toss out a sentence or reconstruct it. But that whole notion led me to a certain perspective in life. And I want to share this with you. Phrases in writing can be daunting and haunting, but phrases in life can be wanting. Phrases in life can be wanting. And I want to share with you what I mean by that. Sometimes it's so tempting to live life in the simple sentence. And this is what I mean by that. I helped teach a 5th grade Sunday school class, and this last Sunday, as I was sitting there waiting for class to start, I looked out into the hallway and I saw a young girl out there crying. She was just sobbing, y'all. And I saw her teacher, one of her teachers was standing beside her, and I know him, but I just felt pulled to go to her. And so I started walking toward them, and as I did, I saw him place his hand on her shoulder, and he said something real sweet like, you need to just not worry about it and just let it go. And as I got closer to her, I heard her say, my brother. And I thought, oh, her brother had probably said something that morning to hurt her feelings. He had hurt her that morning. And so I just grabbed her in a hug, y'all, and she just buried her little head in my chest. And I bent down and I whispered into her ear, someone made me cry this morning too. And I told her who it was, and y'all, she looked up at me with the biggest smile on her face, and she was able to pull herself together and go on into her class. But it made me think, as I was sitting there and I first saw her, how tempting it was to live life in the simple sentence. And this is what my sentence could have been. She acknowledged the child's pain. That could have been it right there, nothing more than that. Or it could have read something like this. She acknowledged the child's pain, turning and proceeding about her work. We can mentally acknowledge something, can't we, without taking action. But I felt so pulled toward her. I felt like God was calling me to go to her. And so this is the phrase that was added to my simple sentence. Walking toward the child and grabbing her in a hug, she acknowledged the child's pain. Y'all, that is a phrase worth keeping. That's a phrase worth keeping. That's what it's all about. And so I just want to encourage you today to live life beyond the simple sentence. And when you feel the Holy Spirit's promptings, listen and take action. And so God bless y'all. You have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for stopping by.